Did we? Yeah, we talked about nepotism.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Fucking hell, dude.
What did we talk about it about?
I can't remember. You were really drinking, so I don't know if you remember that or not. I couldn't. What did we come to? Because I was on the that was the last podcast. I can't remember the conclusion.
I don't think nepotism should be a thing, period, because
You're out on it, totally.
you should hold everybody accountable for what they are. You know, you don't get a
Right.
special pass because you're my family member. If you do something shitty or you aren't qualified for something, I'm not going to pick you or let it slide just because you're my family. That's not fair. Especially, you know, it's like we can attribute that to the race things. Like, I'm not going to hire...
Oh, D.E.I.
Yeah, I'm not going to hire somebody who's white just because they're white. I'm going to hire because of...
They're white.
The way they speak, their credentials, you know, how they present themselves, all those things. It doesn't matter what color you are.
Yeah.
You know, there are plenty of other races that I would hire before I would hire any of my own race that I know personally. Because they know more. They're better at it. They care more. They want to see something about it. You know, and that's not, you know, it's not to say one thing on anybody, any race in particular. You know, it's not about race. It's about the individual. You as the individual.
Would you take, like, you know, when people are filling out...
Or family, because that's what it was. It was nepotism.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to take it
No,
off
no,
into
I
that. Yeah.
understand that. Oh, yeah.
So
Completely
you
got off
went another direction.
But no,
What
I
do
was
you-
trying to compare it there. You know, it's like, because that's the way it is. It's like, oh, you know, you're white,
Like
so
diversity
why
hires?
didn't you allow...
Yeah, the DEI. Yeah, right there. I love it. Like, what do you think about nepotism? You know, I'll hire anyone that isn't white also. You know, that's totally cool.
Well, it's exactly. It's the same thing about family.
Yeah,
you know, you
yeah.
don't hire because they're family.
Yeah.
You hire because they have what they need. Now, of course, you want to help your family, but
Yeah.
you should never diminish the value of what you have
Yeah.
for the family that doesn't want to. Because if they really wanted to be a part of this work or this family, you know, where nepotism comes in,
Mm-hmm.
you know, then they would do what's required to learn that and show the effort and the initiative. And if they don't, and then just expect you to hire them, or you feel like you have to hire them because they are family, or give them special treatment, preferential treatment because they're family, that's wrong. It shouldn't be that. The family, because I'm assuming with nepotism, we're talking workplace.
Yeah. What else? Hold
leave
on.
you-
Is there different examples?
I don't
did you
know.
say?
I don't
Okay,
know.
Yeah. Let's just stick with that because I can't think
But I'd
of
like to
anything.
clarify that. I think it's
Yeah.
workplace stuff. You know, at home or out in public, sure, you're going to give your family preferential treatment. You're going to be on their side. Nepotism out there, all right, fine, but don't be mad when somebody else does it. But in the workplace,
Yeah.
that's where I feel like you should leave your personal life at the door and come in here fresh. Everybody here is coworkers. We're not.
We're equals.
We are this. Everybody here is family. We are the family here. There shouldn't be favoritism there.
Sure.
Because we're all family, so there shouldn't be favoritism based off of blood relations.
You're very merit based, right? Would you say that's correct?
Yeah.
Oh, just checking. Well, like, no, this dude deserves it, so hey, let's give it to this dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whoever's the
That's all
one
I'm saying.
who would be best fit for that position,
Yeah, exactly.
and not just because they're my brother, they deserve to have it, you know, kind of thing.
Well, I think when it comes to like small town type stuff, it's a little bit harder. Yeah, because I see the point of being completely against nepotism, but it's all like, if you live in like a farm town and there ain't a whole lot of people around or people that want to work, and then you hire your son, it's easy for people to be on the outside to be all like, oh, he hired his son, huh? What a piece of work. But
Yeah,
it's
that's
all like
just,
no
that's
one
just jumping
else.
to conclusions
Yeah,
too,
exactly.
though. You know, that's why you have to take into account what you see and how it builds up in the information you gather. And
That's correct.
I mean, I've seen it in my workplaces before. You know, where people have had their family members that work with them and stuff, and you know, things get a little weird there too, because it's like you can almost kind of feel ostracized as somebody who's not. Because in my current workplace, there's a lot of family members who work there. A lot of people are either related to each other or know each other very well.
I get that. Do you have some chime in with? Look like you're getting ready to
well,
early.
Yeah, in my workplace now too, because I hadn't really before anywhere else I've worked, but I work for now.
Okay.
Everybody is related somehow
Oh,
because
yeah.
you know I work with at least one. I know at least one family member.
Well, they kind
There's
of.
probably more.
They
that
also.
building.
base it off of. They also base it off of like if you are that tribe or whatnot. Well, is it like the casino? I mean, they'll hire anyone, but there's a preference
There's
there.
a preference.
And
There's a preference for Cherokee Nation.
Yeah, and that's cool, me. Frankly, if you're upfront about it, I'm cool with it. But like, if you're like, no, we don't do that, and then you do that, it's all like that's kind of where I'm all like, whatever. I think when it comes to work too, you brought up the like relatives. Oh well, no, you also added to that. Or have you guys worked with people that were in relationships and work at all? And then like it'll bleed into work, like if they have drama or they're it's that's rough too, like dealing with people that are in a relationship that work together and then they have to be civil and then not in a relationship, but most people can't like separate the relationship and work.
Well, yeah, leave your personal shit at the door. Personal life and work life are two different worlds. That's how I've always felt, you know. Like now if I'm talking to a coworker and we both engage in like talking about our personal lives, then all right, you know, because that's a mutual engagement, as opposed to like me just forcing that onto somebody. Because, you know, it's like if I go in and I just, let me tell you about all the shit that's going on in my life outside of here. You know, I don't do that with people that I haven't become familiarly acquainted with and that don't also like share those interpersonal connections like that, you know. But I will express my discontent for my work life. For the most part, you know, it's like okay, if I'm gonna bitch about something, it better be work related because this is our home shit. This is our home because I mean, fuck, I'm there more than I'm here.
I'm a little biased on this one. What was it? I would say when it comes to work, I think I probably work with more women than men. Honestly, my whole life, and I've noticed when it comes to women, and it just could have been those jobs, like, but they really like to talk about personal like home stuff, whereas like the guys I've worked with, I don't know, where it's kind of like very shorted, I guess. How you'd expect a guy to talk to you, you know? Do women, I don't want to say treat it like therapy, huh?
Middle-aged women.
Middle-aged women. Yeah, I mean, I've worked with some of the,
That's who I work with mostly in financial. There's like 100 people in that building, and I've seen less than 10 men in that building.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's the desk jobs. The women get the desk jobs.
Oh, sure. Oh, no, I get that. What was it? I was watching a video that explained what fields like women dominate in and compared to men. And people don't realize how men and women naturally gravitate towards different things. I mean, you'll see with the newer feminist type stuff, and I don't mean to bring that into it, but the jobs that they're wanting like equality for are like strictly the CEO jobs. You don't see a lot of these women like, hey, we want more. I want to be
you allow me to be a plumber right now because I'm a woman, because you don't do, because it's 90% men that are plumbers. Yeah, exactly. And it's like,
or like garbage men. And there's women in all these fields, vice versa with men. Now someone showed like kindergarten teacher. Have you guys heard of like a male version of a kindergarten teacher?
No,
I haven't either. But there's like a very small. That's probably something.
Exist.
They exist. They absolutely do. Again,
women are typically trusted for those positions better.
Absolutely,
because like women have that maternal instinct. You know, women are naturally caring in that aspect. You know, like they're easier at the multitasking and dealing with that shit. They're easy at dealing with the overall allotness.
Yeah.
And then the guys are just naturally more inclined. Now, that's not to say either side can be one or the other, because there's always black sheep. But men are generally more like hands-on, like give me a task, let me do it.
Big dumb animals.
Yes, give me a task and I will accomplish it.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's kind of where I've been kind of bled dry lately in my shit. It's like I keep asking for tasks beyond what I do because I do what I do so easy. You know, I'm like, give me, like, well, what can I do to be better?
That's probably why you go above and beyond too. You know what I mean? Because you've talked about that in previous podcasts. You don't have enough to do, so you're all like, I don't know, trying to, I don't want to say extend a hand, but
well, I don't want to just sit there either. Like that's part of the thing too.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's
because that's fucking boring and it makes time go slow. And on top of that, when I joined this company, or when I joined a company in general, my thought process is, I'm a part of this. Let's make this the best it can be.
We're a family.
And I'll do whatever I have to do to make it the best it can be. And you do whatever you feel like you need to do to make it the best it can be. Even if that's just your basic job description. I don't care if you don't go above and beyond. but I want to, and I'm willing to, because I want to see this be the best it can be.
Yeah.
And I would like that to at least be recognized in some degree. But it's very seldom that it is. And even then, I don't do it just to be recognized. I do it because I want the best for everything, you know. And it also, you know, that's where it starts to suck a little bit whenever you start to see things unfold and you're like, well, that's weird, because why I don't see them do anything extra and wild. And on top of that, you know, so why do they get chosen, kind of thing.
Are you talking about your coworkers?
Not necessarily, but in some cases, yes. But it's like, why? But you also got to remember too that I don't watch them every day. I'm doing my shit, so I don't know exactly what they do, and that's why you seek guidance and you say, okay, what can I do to be better? And then when nobody can give you an answer, it's like, well, then now I don't understand what I'm doing wrong then. So like, give me guidance, leadership. I want to be the best I can be. I want to make this the best it can be. What do I need to do to make that happen? And it's just like, nah, just do your little job over there.
Just show up.
Yep, just do your little job.
Clock in,
and
that's
it's
it.
like, that's fine. But if that's the case, on my downtime, I'm gonna pull out my guitar and I'm gonna do something that's beneficial to me. If I can't do something that's beneficial here,
Can you not though?
technically, no, you're not supposed to do stuff like that, because, you know, they're gonna look at it as wasting company time or something. You know, because like, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. All right, well, sweeping the floor every day does nothing. Every other day, sure, something. You know, like, that you should do it. It should be a regular occurrence, but it should, like, you got to let stuff accumulate before there's something to clean up. You know, otherwise you're just pointlessly cleaning and wasting a lot of time and effort. And if I'm going to waste all that time and effort and not get anywhere within this unit, then I'm going to focus on something that would be a little more beneficial overall to me, but also still beneficial to the job. And I've looked at the guitar aspect. That's fine motor skills, brother. That's fine motor skills. I'm keeping my fine motor skills going. You know, I'll find an excuse, whatever excuse you need to make you happy, I guess, for me to be able to do what I want to do whenever I can't do what's prescribed on the job. Because there's downtime. There's downtime sometimes, and it's like, okay, cool. You know, I'm responsible for my shit. I've got all my shit under control. Let me play on my phone then. I'm gonna play on my phone. If you come and bitch at me, then don't bitch at me for playing on my phone. Tell me what you want me to do. What do you want me to do? Because the only reason I'm doing this is because I don't know what you want. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I've tried to seek that guidance, can't find that guidance, can't get that guidance. So I'm going to take it into my own accord. And if somebody wants to come bitch at me about that, then we'll have a talk about it. We'll be like, okay, fine. What do you want? What do you want?
What does he want? Or what do you want?
I want to be led on and feel like there's something more.
Piece of cake. You want to be led on?
I just want to feel like there's more.
Oh, there's more. I get
But
it.
but it's just like, whenever I'm told there's nothing more, it's like, okay, well then, now I've kind of lost all hope and desire and ambition. Like, what am I doing anything for? Then?
You can't get paid more?
That's just a time thing. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait.
Okay.
You know, kind of thing. It's just like,
Do you get automatic raises after so long, like 6 months, a year, etc.?
No, every year we get a merit raise.
A merit raise?
I know I've only been there a year and a half, so, you know, it's like I haven't been able to see how that really benefits one. But from what I've heard from other people and seen, I've heard that those aren't really that
Extraordinary?
beneficial. You know, like, it doesn't really affect anything in the long term.
Yeah. Well, if you include inflation, probably. Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, yeah. My merit raise was 3.5%.
Oh, really?
But you keep in mind, 6 to 7 months of that was training, and then the other 3 to 4 months, or the other it was only like a month and a half that I had been on my own. So, you know, there's really not much merit to understand there because I hadn't worked. So we'll see where the merit shit goes as the time progresses. So I'm not opposed to waiting, but god damn it, I'm gonna bitch about not being able to figure out what I need to do to be the best I can be while waiting. You know, I don't care if I have to work in my department for 10 years before I'm able to get a promotion. I'd just like to know that I'd like to have an answer as to what I need to do to be the best I can be.
I don't know where to go with that, if I'm being honest with you.
Okay, topic change.
You like your job, Kai? Well, I'm looking
No,
at it.
I'm in the same situation,
Really? You don't know how to...
but topic change.